Welcome back to another daily upload. In today's video, I am down at BMW Hendrick Northlake checking out the all-new 8 Series. Huge shout out to them for providing this car for me today. I will have all their information down in the description below. Today we are taking a look at the 2019 M850i. This is the launch edition model. It's finished off in carbon black metallic and has an MSRP just under $120,000. Under the hood is a 4.4 liter twin turbo V8. This is only paired to the 8-speed Steptronic automatic transmission with steering wheel mounted paddle shifters. This engine produces 523 horsepower at 5,500 RPM and 553 pound-feet of torque as low as 1,800 RPM. It is all-wheel drive and also offers all-wheel steering. Weighs between 4,400 and 4,700 pounds depending on the options you go with. 0 to 60 can happen in around 3.5 seconds. It has a top speed of 155 miles an hour. It can do the quarter mile in 11.5 seconds at 123 miles an hour. And with a fuel capacity of 18 gallons, you can expect 18 miles per gallon in the city and 25 on the highway. The wheelbase measures 111.1 inches. It has an overall length of 191.2. The width is 74.9 inches and it has a height of 53 inches. Starting up front with the traditional kidney style shaped grille, it's finished off in brushed aluminum. It features a forward facing camera right in the middle, along with functional cutouts in the back section of it to help provide more cooling to the engine. There's 6 parking sensors throughout the front bumper. This comes standard with LED laser headlights. There's larger air intakes on each side of the lower section of the bumper, again to help provide more cooling to the engine. It has a very stylish front bumper with a lot of contours to give it a very aggressive look. There's a front sensor in the lower section of the bumper for the adaptive cruise, and there's very sleek and clean lines coming down the hood. Moving to the side, this features the M Sport upgraded wheels. They measure 20 by 8 in the front and 20 by 9 in the rear. They have a nice two-tone finish to them along with a 5 double-spoke design. 4-wheel disc brakes are on all 4 corners with the M Sport rotors measuring 15.7 inches up front and 15.6 inches in the rear. This has an adaptive suspension. The side mirrors are power folding. They feature the integrated turn signal along with a brushed aluminum finish on the top section. There's a camera located on the lower section as part of the 3D camera system this car has to offer. There's very clean lines running down the side of the vehicle, and then moving our way up to the roof, it features the full carbon fiber roof. And finishing up in the rear with the trunk clip spoiler, giving it a nice flared design. This comes with LED taillights, a standard backup camera with 6 parking sensors. There's rear fog lights on each side, along with a color contrasting lower section of the bumper, and finishing up with the dual exhaust. So that finishes up the exterior walk around on the brand new 8 Series from BMW. This replaces the 6 Series, so this is the new flagship model. Comment down below, what do you guys think of this car so far? I absolutely love the spec that this is. Being the launch edition, it's pretty much a fully loaded 850i. So now with the key, we'll go ahead and take a look at the inside. We have unlock, the BMW logo is locked, and your power trunk button, and then the panic button below that. But as long as I have the key on me, I'll just place my hand on the door handle. It will automatically unlock. The door panels finish off in very nice black leather with silver stitching. There's a nice aluminum trim piece surrounding the entire top section, around the release handle, the lock and unlock, and the memory seat controls. This features a 16-speaker Harman Kardon sound system with more leather and your power trunk button right there, along with more storage space. Both windows are automatic up and down with the side mirror adjustments, nice leather grab handle. The M850i badge is down on the door sill, looks very nice. Moving inside now to the black leather seats. They are heated, have a really nice design running down the center of them. Good bolstering support along with silver stitching running throughout. They feature a 4-way power adjustability along with massaging feature and lumbar support. Once inside, we're greeted with a fully wrapped black leather steering wheel, has really good hand grips on each side. This is heated. To the left side, we have all of the lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise, and normal cruise control settings. On the right side is your Bluetooth, your hands-free controls, along with the radio adjustments. This also features the steering wheel mounted paddle shifters, finished off in aluminum. To the left of the steering wheel, you can turn on and off the headlights, of course, along with automatic. You have the parking and side marker lights, along with the adjustment for the brightness of the gauges. There's one air vent surrounded in more brushed aluminum, and leather covering the entire dash. This has the heads-up display screen. Looking at the center digital screen now, this is a 10-inch screen. You can see you have the speedometer and fuel gauge on the left side, along with your mileage and clock. On the right side is your tach, along with the engine temperature. You also have the outside temperature, what gear you're in, and what suspension setting you're in as well. And then moving to the center is the 10.3-inch display screen. It's very easy going through this center navigation screen. It is touchscreen, or you can come down below here and use all of these buttons. We have media, home, map, your navigation, the rotary dial in the center that you can also click on. Back end option is behind that. On the home screen here, you can see navigation is pulled up on the left side. We have the date and time along with the radio station. Just using the rotary dial down below, we can scroll over and you can see live feed of your G-force along with your horsepower and pound-feet of torque that you're using, along with your position and your miles until empty and average MPG. We can scroll over to the radio again, and you have a clock along with the time. I can go up now and click on phone. You can pull up all of that different information, everything that you need to customize. We can just go up and hit home on the top or the back button down below. We can pull up the navigation full screen to be able to use that. You can go into car, a lot of different things to go through, like your vehicle status. You have different settings that you can go into, your general information, all the different driving modes. You have Sport Individual, Eco Pro Individual. In Sport mode, we can just click on the rotary dial and we can change the dampening, the steering, the engine, the transmission. You can reset everything to standard. Moving below that, we have 2 air vents along with the hazards and the intelligent safety. So we can push on that and you can configure a lot of different standard safety features that this car has to offer, like your side collision, your lane warning, your front collision. You have steering intervention along with active blind spot detection, so it's very easy to use that button to control all of those. Moving below that, you have all of the AC controls right in the center along with a digital screen. So just by pushing on the driver's side here, I can adjust the fan speed along with the passenger side as well, and then obviously control the temperature as this has a dual zone climate system. We can click on menu and AC to turn that on and off. And then just by pushing them all the way down, we can shut it completely off. On the left side, we have the heated seat for the driver. You have heated for the passenger, along with more AC and auto controls in the middle. Below that is a bunch of preset buttons, along with the volume and power for the radio. We have a nice wood trim piece, and just clicking on the bottom of it, it will reveal 2 cup holders, along with a USB, a little bit of storage space, and a wireless charging port, and then a 12-volt behind that. We have a very special feature on the shifter. This is finished off in Swarovski crystal, about a $600 option. It has an 8 on the inside, obviously for 8 series. Just pushing on the unlock on the left side, we can pull all the way back into drive, put it over into manual mode, and then all the way back and all the way forward brings up the backup camera. This has a lot of different features. I've shown this in previous videos, especially with the new X5. It has automatic parking assist along with a backup assistant. So basically you have 164 feet there where you can drive the vehicle and it will automatically remember that path when you put the car into reverse. There's a couple different camera angles to look at. Right now we are on the rear. We can go over to the driver's side or the passenger side, and you can see all of these lines in the parking lot that I'm in right now. To the left of the shifter, we have traction control. You can turn on and off the backup camera just by clicking on that. You have parking sensors behind that along with the engine start-stop feature. Right in the center is how you turn on and off the vehicle, and then behind that is the different driving modes. So you have Sport, Comfort, Eco Pro, Adaptive, and an Automatic. So just by clicking on Sport, you can see it pull up a couple different options here. You have Standard, Plus, and Individual. We can go to Comfort. You have Eco Pro, Adaptive, and then the auto feature. You will also see all of that change in the center gauge setup. So if I go to Sport, everything will be red. We go to Comfort, it'll turn orange, and then we have blue for Eco Pro. Behind that is the electronic parking brake, and then all of the controls again for the center screen. Now we'll look at the center console. It's finished off in leather, of course, with more of the silver stitching. Just by pushing the button on the top, it'll automatically open up. You have a good amount of storage space with a 12-volt and a USB, and then we can close those individually. Moving over to the glove box now, you definitely have a good amount of storage. And then one last look at the leather seats. They have a really nice design to them. And then up top, the whole headliner is finished off in Alcantara. Has a really nice feel to it. And then obviously in the center is the dome light switches and the frameless rear view mirror. This is a 4-seater, so we're gonna go ahead and check out the rear seating. Just pulling on this tab here, the front seat will automatically go forwards, giving you some space to hop in. So once in the back here, this is not designed to be a full 4-seater vehicle, but if you're in a pinch and you need the backseat room, you have the option to do that. I'm 5'10", and obviously you can see that my head is up against the roof. I don't have much leg room. You can see on the passenger side here with it all the way back, there's not too much leg room. but you have the option and the extra storage space, which is nice to see. The rear seats are finished off in the same leather as up front, so there's a really good attention to detail, even though you won't have many people in the back here. We'll take a look out of the rear glass. Definitely have a lot of visibility and pretty large windows. The seats also have a 50-50 split to them, so you can fold them completely flat using buttons in the trunk, which I'll show you here soon. So giving you a lot more versatility if you have anything that needs to slide through to the trunk space. Now it's time to take a look at the rear trunk storage space, and I'm just gonna hold the button on the key fob to open it up. Once inside here, you have about 15 cubic feet of storage space, and you can see this one has the optional BMW luggage that you can get. Just to give you some reference, you actually have quite a lot of space, and then these are the controls to fold down these seats in the back. There's a little bit of storage space on the right side, and then as you can see, not many overhangs, so you have a lot more room to put anything in the back here that you need. And then up on the top, we can just push on that button to close it up. All right, so getting the 850i out on the road now. I'm gonna have it in sport mode already. I have the paddle shifters in sport mode here as well, so that way we can really feel how this car drives. You can hear that exhaust already, and I'm just in the parking lot here going over some speed bumps, but we'll go ahead and get on it a little bit. It's very smooth in the shifts, even on the downshifts as well. Sounds really good too. So out on the road now, even in sport mode, it's been a pretty smooth ride so far, absorbing some of these bumps really well. I haven't had any complaints with that. I'm gonna put it over into comfort mode just to see the difference. You can definitely feel it soften up a good bit. But overall, it's been a really smooth ride. I like the steering wheel position too. The seats are equally as comfortable. You have a lot of adjustments to do to them, along with the massaging feature, which is really cool to see. Talking about the overall visibility now, obviously looking forwards, it's really easy to see. The A-pillars are very minimal, which gives you a lot of visibility both left and right. And then looking over each shoulder, the pillars in the back are actually not as bulky as I was expecting, so you can easily see over your left and right shoulder. And then obviously with the backup camera and all of those different aids, you have a lot of visibility all around, so it makes it easy to maneuver this car in parking lots and situations like that. So I put it back into sport mode. We're gonna give it a little more gas here. Wow, that definitely gets up. Very smooth on the upshifts. They are instant the moment I hit that paddle, and then equally on the downshifts. Wow, it sounds really good in sport mode. But again, just cruising out on the road now, going over all of the interior materials. Everything is very premium feeling. I love the leather steering wheel, has a really nice design to it. All the notches on both sides give you a really good grip at 9 and 3. And then everything else has a really nice aluminum design, or you have leather on the door, you have leather on the seats. Everything is really nice. And then even having the upgraded shift knob just gives it a really cool premium feeling design to it. You have more aluminum around the cup holders. Everything just has a really nice look to it. And then even the attention to detail in the back seats. And then while you won't be using those a lot, they have the same stitching as up front, which is really nice to see. You even have Alcantara on the headliner and down the A-pillar. So everything on the inside is what you would expect, especially this being the launch edition for the 850i. Pretty much the top of the line with all the options that you would expect. So one thing that I just found out is there's a sensor in the center of the gauge setup, and how does that exactly work again?
So this sensor has a camera that's designed to keep track of your nose and your eyes on your face. As long as you're within 45 degrees, you can do your stop and go traffic mode and actually allow the car to keep you driving and stopping with traffic without having to put your foot on the gas or brake. It'll even keep you in your lane. It also has a capability of letting you know when you're sleepy on a long drive. And give you a little bit of a steering vibration and an auditory noise to let you know, hey, wake up, pay attention.
Yeah. And is that part of the sensor that's in the lower section of the bumper as well?
That's a radar.
Okay. Okay. Very cool. So that's going to wrap up my walk around review and test drive in the 2019 BMW M850i. Huge shout out again to BMW Hendrick Northlake for providing this car for me today. I'll have all of their information again down in the description below. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next video.